Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy VIII walkthrough. The last video there we had just finished up the fire cave, or fire cavern. And so now we're just going to head back to Bellum Garden. And I think probably one of the first things we'll do is head in and chat with, or head to the library. I think there's something, like an event or something that we need to see there for, I guess it's actually more of just a side quest thing, so it's not like you really need to do it, but... Okay, so I think this is another tutorial on Guardian Forces. Yeah. Alright, so let's see here. As a Guardian Force will level up as it gains experience and learn new abilities by gaining AP. Okay. Oh, okay, so apparently your Guardian Forces level up with experience as well. And then the AP goes to their abilities that they're learning. That makes sense. Alright, select a Guardian Force from the menu. Let's take a look at Shiva, I guess. Stats are shown, alright, cool. Oh, and yeah, so I forgot all about the compatibility there. You can see that, well, I guess you can't see it anymore, but there's a little compatibility bar, and I don't remember exactly what that does, like if that increases the damage that your Guardian Force does, or like makes them summon faster or something like that. I don't remember, and again, it's mostly because I don't ever really summon my Guardian Forces, so I just don't really know that much about what that stat really does. Alright, so as of right now, Shiva looks like she's trying to learn Summon Magic 10% or something like that, which I think that's a 10% increase. Yeah. And that's just an auto ability that automatically is activated when it's learned by the Guardian Force itself. So it's essentially a passive, you know, and once you've learned it, you don't have to like equip it anywhere. Now, Elemental Attack Junction, that's this skill right here. It takes 160 AP, which is a ton. And that one, I think that's the one that we just got with Ifrit. So Ifrit already has that learned. So like, when you're kind of divvying up which Guardian Forces go on to who, just keep in mind that you don't really want to overlap abilities like that. You know, in some circumstances it's not going to matter, and you're just, you know, you're not going to really have much of a choice anyway. But, you know, you really just want to spread out the abilities in different ways and kind of decide, you know, what's best for you. I would say, since I typically tend to focus on like physical damage, and I don't do a whole lot of like casting with magic and stuff in just random battles. What I like to do is actually get HP Junction on Squall to get his HP total up really high, as well as having the Strength Junction ability to boost up his physical attack strength, and then I'll just keep him at low HP totals to you know, trigger him being in critical health, and that'll, you know, trigger your limit breaks more often. So that I kind of outlined that in, I think that was the last video, but that's kind of how I like to set up Squall. And I mean, to be honest, Squall can be kind of like the workhorse of the party, and then that way everybody else can either, you know, focus on healing or drawing magic or whatever it is that you want to do. But that's typically how I set it up, and then, you know, and just make him the physical powerhouse of the group. That's not necessarily, you know, how you have to do it, but that's what I like to do. All right, so here we're at the library, and I don't remember again now. I mentioned this actually, I believe, in the last video as well, but there's different periods where you want to stop in and talk to I think it's the Pigtail Girl, and just kind of generally, what I like to do is just talk to everybody in the library, you know, every so often, and that'll just make it so that you can witness the scene later on. And I think you might get some items out of doing this as well. I don't remember though on that. I guess I'd say don't quote me, just because again I don't remember the spots that you have to visit, or at what points that you have to visit, and the actual rewards. I think maybe it's either you might get an item or at the very least just some extra kind of dialogue. So I'd say it's probably a good time to check in at the cafeteria as well. That's another one of those places that you just kind of generally want to check in whenever you're back here at the garden. And I guess we're gonna stay on the there we go. Let's get moving. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Okay, there's the guy who's talking about the sorceress again. Oh, they're gonna cut the library budget again. This actually looks like the same exact dialogue that they were talking about last time. Although I don't think this is the pigtail girl, because like generally if you're here in the library, you want to find the pigtail girl, and I don't think this is either of those two. I think it was the chick standing over by the library books over there. Alright. Guess we're leaving. I guess I would say at this point it probably isn't a bad idea to make sure that you've got all of your all the cards that you want from this point in the game, and make sure that the rules are spread the way that you want. We will actually be making a trip to Balamb in a while. I'm not sure what was I doing here. Okay, weird. I guess just talking to random people and being sociable. I guess that's not so bad. But yeah, so I would say, you know, make sure before you go on too far that you play all the cards that you want to play. I mean, I would just say that it's a huge boost, you know, to your early game if you play a lot of cards at this point. And having that all rule spread here is so good. Really speeds up the whole process. Kind of looks like Quistis there. No, the hair's too short, I think. In the bottom of the screen there. Alright, what are we doing? Man, I really stood around a lot here. And there's again the little kid in the blue shirt. He's got the Mog card. Or had the Mog card, I should say. I won that from him. Fair and square. Okay, I'm really not sure why I was just standing around here. I guess it's the my typical lameness. Alright, we got a little cut here though, so hopefully we get moving. Alright, let's go right. Nope, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Game on. I don't know where that guy was at. So normally there's a guy sitting on the bench there. That was kind of weird. And I'm going back to the library. Okay. Weird. Maybe I forgot something. Oh, here we go. Okay. So maybe this is what I forgot. Nope. Oh, yeah, maybe. This looks like new dialogue. Okay. So that may have been what I needed to do there, and I apparently just didn't interact with that NPC earlier. So hopefully that was it. There's a booklet. Okay. Nope, that looks good. Alright, so hopefully that's it for here. I'm not sure if I actually did need to talk to that girl in the back corner, but yeah. Okay, what? Wait, what am I doing here again? What the heck? Okay, this is different. This guy isn't normally here. And what do these guys have to say? Okay, so that's kind of a fun little conversation there. Oh, so you're saying you did like it? All right. Okay, wait, what am I doing? Hey, come on now. I guess we haven't spent enough time in the library. God, this is just the weirdest thing ever. What am I doing? I do remember being a little confused at this point as to, like, I think I thought that there was supposed to be a scene or like some more or different dialogue than what I was actually getting. So I'm not 100% sure what happened there, but oh, so I think what I was doing here was just seeing that if I, exited and re-entered, if anything would change, and it doesn't appear to be the case. Yeah, it looks like the NPCs are standing in the same spots and stuff. So I'm gonna see how much more time I spent doing this, because I'm really not sure that I got anything accomplished here. Alright, so I cut out the rest of I did monkey around a little bit more in the library there, but there was nothing new. So, again, I don't even know if, or what I was supposed to do. I just don't remember. I don't remember if, like, I was supposed to talk to the girl in the back, or just the girl with pigtails. I don't know. I would say it's probably not a bad idea to just chat with everybody in there real quick. Like, every time, you do well, maybe I shouldn't say every time you do a major plot point, but there was, towards the beginning of the game anyway, there was a few points where you would want to, stop in and just make sure to talk to everybody there. Alright, so what's next here? It looks like I'm heading up towards the dorms. Although I would still say it's not a bad idea to check in at this point at the cafeteria and just chat with the 3 students sitting together in the table. There's a couple of points in the game, much like the library, where you'll just want to stop in and chat with them. And I did mention that I know one of the other videos, but I like to mention that, like I'd say, it's pretty much every time you do like a major plot point, it's not a bad idea to stop in. Alright, so what do we got here? I think we have to change or something like that. Yeah. Get changed. Change those clothes. Because you are filthy. Alright, so this is like the seed uniform or something like that? Remember if this is for like the graduation ceremony or something like that. I don't remember. We're about to find out. Okay. Let's go over here. Zell Dinkt, quite a lively fellow. Alright, so here's our introduction to Zell. Official introduction to Zell, I should say. Alright. Facial tattoo, I mean, oh man. Not to judge too harshly here, but not a great idea. So Zell is like your monk, I guess. Yeah, he's all about punching and kicking. So here's his what is this? The tutorial for his limit breaks. Basically, you've got a time limit to put these commands in, and it works kind of wonky. If you saw there that he had like, what was that, 5 different abilities right now, and I think like the top 2. Actually, I think sometimes you like get to choose. So like basically a timer runs, and then you just keep inputting commands, and it'll keep using his moves over and over until you run out of time, essentially. So the faster you are, the more you're going to get out of his limit breaks. To be honest, I really don't like his limit break. It's not that great, and it gets a little annoying. And then I guess it does feel a little bit weak. But I guess the good thing is it's multi-hit, so I guess maybe it's better than some people's. So yeah, I don't know. I guess it just depends. He's interesting to say the least. His personality is, I don't know, it's okay. He's add instructor trip to the list. Okay. So apparently Cypher's got a list. Which is not great. Or super threatening. Or not, I guess, depending on how seriously you take Cypher. Alright, and here's Sid. Headmaster Sid, that is. Alright, so here we've got a breakdown on what to expect, I suppose. So yeah, so here, like I was saying earlier, or with it might have been the first video, the whole garden thing is kind of interesting. I guess I look at it as like a school. It's like a school for mercenaries, or that's my take on it anyway. And this is going to be apparently our first mission. I forget to where, but yeah, I don't know. It's just really kind of weird. You know, kind of like a military school, but not like you're not working for. If my understanding is correct, anyway, but like not working for a government. So I don't know. It's kind of strange. Okay. I believe at this point you don't want to talk to anybody if you don't have to. Yeah. So this is another point of the game where we are graded, and for right now you're going to not want to speak with anyone. It's super weird and kind of annoying. Like the whole, actually the first part of the game here with the point system and you know, getting your seed rank, I find super annoying because like you know, this is an RPG. I like to talk with people, so like, to just not be able to is actually super annoying. But so here, and the other thing here is we've actually got some scripted responses, and you will want to you'll want to basically do what I did, I guess, if you want to get the most amount of, or if you want to maximize your points. Stop that at some point. Chicken wuss. Chicken wuss. It's a really weird thing to call someone. Like, I've heard of shit like chicken hawk. That's a pretty common insult. But, well, maybe I shouldn't say common insult. But that would have been, I feel like, more appropriate. So this is a pretty good line from Cypher. I gotta give it to him there. This is great. Chicken wuss and a guy who just reached puberty in my squad. I don't know. Cypher is definitely not a great dude. He's an interesting character though. I feel like he wants to try to be really tough and kind of. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, he's kind of like he's got that alpha male personality to him, and that wouldn't be so bad. It's, I guess, just the way he interacts with people is not great. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. So it's almost like he's like, got this outsider mentality, but at the same time he's got Fujin and Raijin that just follow his every command. So not necessarily a loner, but You know, I guess I would reserve that role for Squall. Don't disappoint me now. Alright, so Cypher is the squad leader, whatever that means. And Squall and Zell are the other, obviously, other two teammates. So again, here, this is another aspect where you don't want to speak with anybody. Make sure you don't, speak with anyone in town. Basically, from the point where Sid, kind of tells you to be on your way, just don't interact with random people, I would say. It's generally a good way to handle it. And so here we jump on this boat thing, and we are on our way to wherever. I completely missed where we were. All right, and this is I think it's Shu, or I think it's Shu. I don't know. XU. I don't know how to say that properly, but I'm guessing. Shu. So it sounds like Cypher's. This is not Cypher's first rodeo, so it sounds like he's either made some mistakes or I don't know. That I guess that would be that would sum it up probably. Okay, so we're on our way to Dalit. Someone's attacking. Okay, the G Army is mopping up the Dalit troops in the mountain region. So I think we're here to help out the Dalit army. Landing on the beach, we're to eliminate the remaining G Army within the city. Okay, afterwards. Remaining city from the mountain region. Okay. Yeah, so essentially Dalit's under attack here, and we need to clean up the streets. So what are we supposed to do? Alright, we're supposed to eliminate the G Army. Sounds boring. I don't know. Okay, dude, whatever. What's your opinion? Like, or what I wonder what he thinks something exciting would be. I assume he's just trying to talk to us. Okay. Anticipate a battle as soon as we embark. Alright, cool. So one of the other interesting things here is that, if you'll notice, generally everybody is in uniform, but Cypher isn't. I think we want to do nothing here. Yeah. If you talk to anybody, you lose points. Which is kind of weird, even your own teammates, right? And then here you want to agree with him by saying okay. And then I believe this starts the scene, or starts a scene. Yeah, alright. I think they did a pretty good job on the animation for these the scenes here, the FNDs. Squall looks pretty BA with the scar. I think he looks a lot cooler than if he didn't. Ooh. Instead of just bashing through the wall. I guess whatever. Alright, secure the central square. Put your guardian force. Let's move out. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so I don't know if I'm gonna monkey around with my junctions much. Looks like it actually made me. Wow, So, there was a better way to do this. You can actually junction, like, you can move everything from one character to another by using the, I forget which command it is, but that would have been better. And I do have, okay, I guess I swapped it up. Yeah, I guess it probably makes sense to have Cypher equipped with one of the Guardian Forces at least for a little bit, just because. I mean, yeah. Otherwise, he's only gonna have the fight command. I don't know. My characters or my Guardian Forces are in pretty good shape right now, so it probably wouldn't have been the worst thing ever to just stick everything on Zell, because actually Cypher is not going to be with us for very long, so again, I don't know that it was really all that useful to put much time into moving stuff to kind of nice thing. I could have just in that. So this is the other thing. Instead of manually equipping the magic to the, or automatically junctioning, yeah, the magic to the stats, I could have just done the auto junction function. That was always funny. But and then saved me a little bit of time. But as per usual, I mentioned actually in the last video too, I don't know that junctioning to your attack, or junctioning elemental magic to attack your attack is, I don't know, it's usually not that great of an idea, unless you know what you're up against. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's usually a great idea, because you can end up, unfortunately, healing enemies with your attacks, if you are attacking them with the wrong element, so. I think I wanted to. Anyways, I'm out of time, so the next video will pick right up here at the Dalit attack. And yeah, so as always, hope you're enjoying the videos. Join me for more. All right, watching.